Hi, yeah, thank you so much. I'm Shir. I'm a second year master's student in occupational therapy. As we all know, there's been a recent fall in disposable incomes, a rise in the cost of electricity and food, and it's leaving many people without the resources they need to survive. So I was hoping just for a bit of context that we'd watch the first 30 seconds of the video I've included on the slide, if possible.
Just bear with me a second while I see if I can get this to play. Working?
Skipping lunch and using blankets to stay warm is not how Anne and Keith Hartley envisioned their
Ella, I think we've lost the sound from the video.
in their 70s. The
It's
Hartleys
back
are
now.
even rationing cups of tea in the face of soaring energy bills and double-digit inflation.
I've noticed a big difference in the cost of living in Burnley. And with, every time you.
Sorry, I think that was because I muted myself. If you want to watch that again, please let me know if we lost the sound halfway through.
That's okay. I think we kind of all understand what these people are experiencing. They're, minimizing the cups of tea they're having on a daily basis. They're not engaging in the things they like to do out of fear that they simply can't afford it. The rising cost of mortgage rates, rent, energy bills, and food means that millions of households are struggling to keep their heads above water from a financial perspective. The rising energy bills are one of the most significant factors, with energy bills approximately 80% higher than this time last year. Other factors have included COVID, weather, economic resurgence, supply chains, agriculture, ongoing wars, and disasters. Next slide, please. Yet, as the rising living costs draw more and more media attention, UK residents are desperately calling out for help as heating is not a luxury. I've put together a few different kind of sound clips from the news recently, as I think it helps emphasize just how critical this is. And I do hope you'll be able to hear it quite well.
Worsening cost of living prices. It's modest by Britain's cost of living crisis.
I think inflation means more help with rising costs.
As we can all tell from that, it's having really, really significant implications, and not just financial ones. But individuals, families, and communities are also having a significant impact on their physical and mental health. Next slide. Not being able to afford the essentials such as food, rent, heating, transport has wide-ranging negative impacts on mental and physical health, as well as well-being. So we know that with food prices increasing, many people are forced to choose between heating and eating. For example, not having the money to put the heating on also is having other implications on people's health. It's causing damp conditions, which increases, for example, the risk of heart attacks and stroke, arthritic and respiratory conditions. And I think what's most significant is that older people, children, and babies are all at particular risk. And making such difficult decisions is having really, really significant tolls on mental health. Some people may be affected by the poor health conditions they've developed as a result of not being able to eat well and keep warm and stay connected with friends and family, not able to attend medical appointment. And this is also causing people to make some startling decisions between their health, their family's health, and their long-term ability to manage all of these factors. And it's a compounding system, as we know. So as the need grows, so is kind of the need for services as people become increasingly mentally and physically unwell. There's increasing strain on businesses, charities, the NHS, public services. And as we've heard earlier today, the NHS is already struggling. And so to add to that, with this unprecedented demand is going to be quite startling.